Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm using 9 photos and 2 cream colored cardstocks to make a 2-page spread with photos from our trip to Östersund this summer. I'm going to use the Simple Story collection From Sea to Shining Sea, and I'm making a layout with a nautical kind of harbor feel to it, since these photos all were taken at the harbor in Östersund. I had never been to Östersund before, so I didn't know really what to expect of this place, other than I knew that it was situated pretty much in the mountains and by a lake. But what we what we ended up in was like a coastal town. It was really special. You travel hours and hours and hours into the inland of this country, and you end up in a place. It could be the ocean, it could be the sea. And this town, it's situated by Storsjön. It's a lake. It means big lakes. And I really didn't expect it to be like this, but I was so amazed. It was so lovely. And we got there pretty much in the afternoon, and we just checked into our hotel, and we decided that we wanted to go downtown to have something to eat. So we did, and we ended up at a restaurant that was really nice, and we sat outdoors, and it was sunshiny and lovely. And after our meal we went down to the harbor, and we saw this, and I like you when you are so surprised that you almost drop your jaw to towards your chest. And it was like, oh, what's this place? Have I been transported in space and time to somewhere completely different? Because I had not expected this. And I love the ocean, and I love the seaside, and I love the harbor and the boats and everything. And it was all there in the middle of the inland. I was totally amazed, and my camera was working it, I can assure you that. I took plenty of photos, and we walked by this kind of boardwalk, the kind of seaside promenade, and it was just such a lovely evening. It was calm, and I think it was at the end of the week, it was really festive. They had a restaurant, or kind of like a bar, or kind of a hip place, I guess. It looked really posh, and it was just by the boardwalk, the bridge, and lots of people sitting there and having their meals and drinking, and it was like something that you had expected to somewhere completely different, perhaps in the suburbs of Stockholm, or anything like that, in the archipelago of Stockholm or something like that. And it was just such a nice and fascinating environment here in the mountains. We went there, and we followed this beach promenade. It was a walking path by the harbor and the boat bridges, and we ended up in like a park. They had a playground there, and the kids play there, and it was lots of people everywhere sitting on park benches and on the lawn, and just having picnics. And it was this almost like exotic kind of feel to this place. And I remember just having my mouth open and looking at all this, and I thought I had come to heaven, perhaps, but perhaps somewhere completely different than I had expected, and it was lovely. The left page of this double piece here is from the harbor where the boats were, and the right side is from the park where we went by the walking path towards the park. And so I divided the pictures so that you can see both these sites in one double spread. I have pieced together some of the bits and pieces that I got from the cards, so that I have a small border around that single photo on the right side. I have made a panorama piece on the left side with two photos that lined up really nice. On the lower part of both pages I've just placed regular sized photos side by side, so they stretch over the entire 24 inches. I cut off that chevron-y kind of paper from one of these 12 by 12s from the Sea to Shining Sea paper, and I will be placing them so that they continue from the left to the right like an arrow. And I have cut off strips of that red and white striped paper, so that I have almost like white and red squares on a line as a border on both the left and right and upper and lower part of the page. And now I'm struggling to see how many anchors you can actually put on one layout. And I decided you can put a few. And there's a boat. It says Independence Day on the banner, but I really like the boat, and I will bring it forth and back and forth several times to see if I can find a way to use it, but I never did. I thought of cutting it out and just replace the text on the banner, but I decided not to, and I saved that card for another day. These two top photo blocks are not the same height, but I decided that it didn't matter, so I placed them side by side. They align up at the top, and that lighthouse card there, I cut off the top so that I could place it above the photo strip, and it was only white space, so it didn't matter. So I'm gluing everything down, and I'm leaving some small borders here and there of that, so that the cream colored cardstock are showing through. And this is really coming together just like the feeling that I had for this place. It was actually really nice, and the atmosphere was totally marine, coastal kind of the feel was like that. And these I almost think it's a contradiction to have these elements on this page, but they are perfectly suited for this, and I'm so happy that I got to visit this place. I will be coming back for sure and see more of this lovely place. I really enjoyed it. I'm cutting these papers into arrows so that I get the whole kind of chevron pieces there, and I'm gluing them so that they have the same placement on these two pages, but the right arrow piece will go on top of that photo. Now I'll be working on filling these empty spaces that I have left on the page with the stickers and elements from the sticker sheets that I had from Sea to Shining Sea collection. And if you watched my last video with steak sandwich photos, you remember that I took most of the items from those sticker sheets that had the pure Americana feel to them, and now I'm left with many of the marine kind of symbols. So I'll be using many of those together with lots of stars that I had left, and I will place them all around on these photos and on the sides on the pattern papers as well. I'm writing some titling with red alpha blocks, and I'm writing Östersund harbor and the date and the year, and I'm also using some of the word stickers as extra titling. For my journaling, I just write. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect this. And this is the finished page. I loved to use this much stickers on this page, and I also thought it was really inspirational to use elements from only one collection. These are perfect together, and I loved the different symbols of the anchors and the compass and all these small words and sentiments. It's a really nice layout for really beautiful photos of a lovely night and evening in the summer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon here in my channel again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye!